Godzilla, the ETL killer. Matter of fact, some of y'all probably know me from Attila. I'm the baddest bad, that's the one you'll...
What's up, guys? Poison here. Give me 1 second. I thought I had a burp. So I'm playing a new game. This is gonna be a fighting game. First off, let me say I'm home alone. This week I can record. I should be Saints Row by today, but I'm playing a fighting game today off of this anime series I started watching. I actually finished it 2 days ago. Barely downloaded it yesterday. Well, I played a little bit of it just to get the feel of it. And this show is... Fuck, what's the name of it? Give me 1 second. Let me pull up my phone. Should have had this ready, I'm sorry. I tried making this video yesterday, it didn't work out. So... Okay, the show is called, sorry if I butcher the name, I'm not Japanese, I don't know Japanese. So it's Umineko no Naku Koroni, which, when translated to English, basically is, when the seagulls cry. Now, the show is basically what some want to say as a spiritual successor to, the When They Cry show, which is a psychological horror show. But this is a fighting game, as you can see in the background. So, we're gonna go arcade. Let's just go easy. Now, here are some characters. Virgilia, who's a witch. Ange, who is Battler's little sister. Cannon, which I never discovered what the fuck he was. Shannon, once again, don't know. Jessica, which is the cousin to Battler. Beatrice, the Golden Witch. Lucifer of Pride. So, in the show, there's the 7 Sisters of Purgatory. Which is basically the 7 Deadly Sins. She's Pride, so she's Lucifer. Rono, who is her, as they call furniture, is a servant. Eva Beatrice, another witch who's evil. And Chester 410. Now, when I first saw the show, like, there's only 1 season of it, which is unfortunate. Because I actually liked the show. And, after season 1, the season's over. They don't have a season 2. To complete the story, you have to go play the game. You have to either find a download or import it from Japan. Then you have to find an English patch for it, and it's like, it's just a lot of work, so, I don't know. But, when I did see the show, there is, like, certain characters who I fell in love with. Like, not literally in love, but, you know, like, they just had an attachment, like, I like them. One of those characters was the Chester sisters, especially Chester 410, which the Chester sisters, they call them the siesta ones in English, I don't know why. They're labeled after bullets, so she's 410, like the 410 shotgun shell. There's also 45 Colt, 5.56 NATO, and 00 buckshot. Now this is a tag team fighting game, so I'm gonna choose Chester 410 and Lucifer of Pride, because, you know, they're awesome. Now, I don't have the English patch, and I also tried downloading Cross, but it didn't work. So, unfortunately, I couldn't get Cross to work. Hopefully, some people on the internet can help me. And that's 4-5 who just disappeared. Now, there's gonna be a lot of clicking, so I'm sorry. So, yeah, this is basically just a fighting game. Almost like Skullgirls. Except, in this game, there's only 3... There's technically like 8 buttons you can press. There is the arrow keys to move, like I'm doing right now. There is Z, which Z, X, and C. And then you could also switch out your characters with S. And each character is different, I've noticed, because of course it's a fighting game. But it's like Skullgirls, basically. Which I have played before in a family bonding episode. It was actually our first episode with my little sister. Because she ended up buying the game because she wanted it. Like, I showed her about it because she likes fighting games, and I'm like, oh, here's a game. And she saw it, she's like, oh, okay. So she ended up saving up money, and I ended up buying it for her. And then here, I don't know what the hell just happened, but I just got held by the 7 sisters. Ended up getting stabbed. But she ended up changing the world somehow. It's a dark world where everyone's dead. See, I want to switch out to our character, because there's a certain thing I like doing in fighting games. When they switch out, I like to switch out too. But it does no good, because even if you switch out your character, you all share the same health. So, like, I guess she could switch out her character right now, and it's gonna be the same health. It's not gonna change their health. Like, in Mortal Kombat, if you were to switch out... Let's say I have, like, Ermac and Reptile. if I were Ermac and he were at 1 bar, if I were to switch up to Reptile, he would still have 1 bar in the game. Like, they don't share different health bars, they all share the same one. But, this show is like a psychological horror. The story is confusing as all hell unless you pay attention. Unfortunately, there is no dub, it's only sub. So that means you actually have to watch it, you can't just have it in the background. But even if you had it in the background, you still want to know what the hell's going on. There's one underneath. Well, I tried playing this game. I've recorded this game like 5 times yesterday. Well, technically recorded 4 times and then tried live streaming it twice. And it did not work out, it was just pure lag. Oh, she got the fucking Mammon of Greed. Fucking Sakatoro. Oh, sweet, the spike. Also, this is a very gory show. Like, there's a lot of blood and gore. Like, at least every episode someone dies. Except for the first episode, I think. But after that, it's murder after murder. So just be used to that. If you're not used to, like, blood and gore, a lot of it in the show. Unfortunately, that's the type of anime I watch. Like, very bloody and gory shit. Like, I love Corpse Party, love When They Cry, love When Seagulls Cry. Also watched Perfect Blue last night. That's a fucking trip. Like, legitimately, that show's just a trip. Started watching Serial Experiments Lane. That show's fucking, I don't even know. And it sucks because, well, basically, I guess we'll call this episode anime, because I'm starting to watch anime now, and, Serial Experiments Lane, they have a dub and a sub, so that means one where they speak English, and then one where they speak Japanese with English subtitles. But you have to watch the sub version, because, like, she'll receive emails and text will appear on the screen, and you can't understand what the hell it's saying, because the dub doesn't have anything, only the sub, so it's like, fuck. I was expecting to have that in the background. I think I figured out how to do that. So I'm trying to keep the clicking down as much as possible because I don't want this whole video to be just clicks. So I'll try to talk as much as possible. But, like I said earlier, this game is like Skullgirls, and I'll record some Skullgirls afterwards, just to give you like an idea, like, unless you want to go look at one of my one family bonding episode of it with my little sister. But, yeah, like, I saw, after seeing the show, When the Seagulls Cry, I decided to look it up on YouTube, like, seeing what would come up, because I heard there was a game. I did not know it was a fighting game. Like, there's a fighting game, then there's the one that contains the story. But I found out the fighting game, but the people on YouTube who record the fighting games, they're so slow. Like, they're really just slow. Like, the game looked like it wasn't fast-paced. And that's one thing I like about Skullgirls, is it's a fast-paced fighting game. So, like, I was like, I don't know how I feel about it, but then, after playing it, it's actually pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. So we're gonna switch out Chester for Lucifer. Wish I was wearing my Lucifer shirt, but I'm not. I'm wearing my Blackcraft Vampire Bat. Which, actually, this design on this shirt's actually pretty good. I might get it tattooed on me later. Actually, plan on it, I just don't know where. That's the problem. But it's pretty cool artwork. I don't know if I'll make it the thumbnail. Also, I've played this game multiple times. There's a break limit, and I have no idea what the hell it does. Oh, we're at the freaking, we're at the, whatchamacallit, the garage, where everyone dies. Now we're in, Kinzo's, room, I guess? But me and my friend were playing around like 2 nights ago, so shout out to Stuart. We were fucking around like just talking about anime, and he's all like, or I'm all like, I found out that they have a doll of Beatrice the Witch for like 2,800, and like I was joking around because it's a 22-inch doll, so it literally is just like a little toy. like a figure. But for 2,800, and it came with free shipping. I'm all like, for 2,800, that shit better come with free shipping. I'm not paying damn near 3,000 for a fucking toy, and then gonna have to pay shipping on that. Fuck that. And then I'm like, it ain't even the waifu. And then he's like, oh, you have a waifu? And I'm like, joking around. I'm like, yeah, Chester 410, like the character I'm playing as right now. But these characters are badass because throughout the oh shit. The only time you see them in the show is when they have to murder someone. The same as the Seven Sisters of Purgatory. But, like, the way they do it is, like, 4 or 5 will get together and they'll, they hold hands together and then they end up doing, like, a terrain sweep. Like, they have, like, some sensor that could, like, read the terrain. And they'll get, like, the perfect shot and, like, they'll fire their bow of light and they instantly kill someone. Like, I've never seen anyone avoid it. And I was like, whoa, that's fucking awesome. You see, he switched out, so I want to switch out too. I could honestly just beat this game as one character. Because in Skullgirls and this game, I've noticed there are fast characters, just like every fighting game. And I always end up choosing the fastest character. Like, in Skullgirls, I'll play as Valentine the nurse, who's also a ninja, so she's fucking rapid. And in this one, Chester seems like the rapid one too, so... You know. Fastest character always wins. I really wish I could either get the English patch to work or I could speak Japanese, because I kind of want to see what the hell's going on here. Like, I have the patch downloaded, but you see there's 2 of me now. There's the original me in the white, and then the copy me in the black. But yeah, I'm trying to get the patch to work. I don't know how to do it. And I'd like to read, because I'm pretty sure there's a story here. But yeah, this is a good show. 24 episodes long. Oh no, 26 episodes. Like, 30 episodes if you include the 1 minute, like, outtakes that they did. But it's a pretty good show. It goes by pretty fast. Very fucking sad, though. Like, there were some sad moments, especially towards the end. I don't want to spoil it. Especially because it'll take... Basically, if I were to talk about the show and the sadness, I would be talking way past the video's done. But it was like... It's just sad moments. It's like, fuck. I don't want to feel these feels. And it, obviously, like every fighting game strategy, corner them. Hey, no, that's just the strategy. You just fucking corner people. Don't let them get out the corner. Fuck that bitch, stay on the corner, make me some money. Okay, that's fucked up. Like, honestly, just... That's how you win fighting games. Let's just back out, let's see if she'll do some. Funny story, actually, so when I was watching When They Cry, like, the first series, When They Cry has, like, 5 different series, 6 including When the Sequels Cry, but, there's the original, then there's, like, spin-offs, and then, like, a movie. So the original first one, it's dubbed, so you can listen to it instead of having to read it. And, like, my mom's like, oh, okay, she didn't care. Then when I started watching the sub, they started speaking Japanese, because no one translated it. Or they didn't do English voiceovers, they just had the English translations. My mom's like, oh, it looks like you're, or it sounds like you're watching Japanese porn. I'm like, literally to my mom, I'm like, it's pronounced hentai, get it right? Joking around, and she had like a dead serious look in her face, like, really? And like, I had to tell her no, I'm like, yes, that's what it's called, but that's not what I'm watching. It was like the most awkward thing ever. Was not expecting her to react like that, like I thought she would just slap it off them, but nope. Also, when it comes to fighting your character, you always want to play as your character. Like, since she's Lucifer, I found Lucifer is a good fight against her. Because when I've tried playing as Chester 410, it just doesn't work out. Which I might die here. No big deal, I'll just continue. See, it's just like fucking just goes. Still know how to switch, or still know how to do special moves. Like, you see, that's just random luck. I don't know how to do the arrows. Like, see, what the fuck's going on here? I don't know what the hell is happening. Like, I don't know how I do this shit. But whatever, if it works, it works. As long as I don't get my ass beat, that's all that matters. Which, if she stays as Renovo, or the computer stays Renovo, this is a done fight. If she switches out back to Lucifer, I'm done. But yeah, I said at the beginning of the video, I'm home alone. I'm pretty sure I could get the Saints Row series done today. Because I'm not sure if it'll be uploaded. Like, I'm gonna try to upload this video today. Because I found out yesterday I had no videos uploaded. And I try at least to upload once a day. That's just a... I guess the goal comes from Morning After Kill because he uploads at least like once a day. Which, Morning After Kill lives in fucking like New Jersey, I believe? And like, he's been in the middle of storms. And this dude will go to like the library and upload videos. I'm like, what? There's no way my ass would go to the fucking library to upload a video. What the fuck is going on? You see, I don't... First off, I don't know how to do the move. Secondly, they end up doing it. Alright, checkmate. Give me a second. Let me go get my dog in. Alright, I'm back. Hopefully I'm still on camera. If not, well, fuck. I'm sorry. So yeah, we're already at the end, where we have to fight the two Beatrices, both the witch. The original Golden Witch Beatrice, then Eva Beatrice. Don't really care for Eva Beatrice, she's a bitch. Like, honestly, she's fucked up. She ends up killing someone in like the most fucked up way. Brings them back to life, kills them again, brings them back to life, just keeps doing it over and over again. Till the real Beatrice comes and kills him for real and says, I'm not gonna revive you anymore. Which is nice, because that's one of the sad moments in this series. But she basically ends up, killing someone in... I wouldn't say the most humane way. She could have killed them a lot better so they wouldn't suffer, but, you know, she killed them and didn't let them come back. As so they wouldn't, like, have to suffer. But still, nonetheless, it's fucking sad. Like, this show tackles a lot of fucked up shit. Like, first off, there's this girl, Maria. She's in the background right where I'm at, right there. She's a witch in this one, but, you know, like, her mother is... She's a single mother, and, like, she abuses her and shit, and, like, she's constantly either on work or with a boyfriend, and then, like, she'll fucking beat her daughter, and then she'll, towards the end, Marie, like, the real one, is, before she turns to a witch, she's like, oh, you never wanted me born, and then, like, the mom's like, you're right, I didn't want you, my life would be better without you, just die already. No man wants to be with a woman who has a child. I'm like, fuck. Like, the daughter loves you, and you're just a fucking bitch to her. Like, why? And then, like, it'll show flash... And, like, the mom's bipolar somewhere. Like, she'll switch from nice to fucked up, and I'm like, why? Just... That's some fucked up shit, man. Oh, fuck, what the hell? Oh, there's... I guess you call that a spoiler. That's how the mom ends up dying in one of the games. Like, the show is split up in between what happens and it's basically games and shit. And it's like, it's kind of hard to explain. I'm just gonna be Chester, fuck it. This is my only chance of winning, just beat Chester. Nope, checkmate. Got beat. Phone's not going off. So defeated, unfortunately. Yes, I will continue. Come on, Chester, we could beat her ass. Nice little wait before we start. I'm just gonna stick with Chester because I know she's faster and shit. Also, I love games that do that to let you move before you start. I think you can also taunt. Like, I've taunted before. Yeah, see? Oh, fuck. I kind of want to download. Well, I already have Cross downloaded. It just won't work, so I need to figure that out. But in Cross you get the English translation. Plus, you get more characters and more stages and stuff. See, as Chester, I'm dragging her down. So if she switches, I'm staying the same. It's funny because Eva Beatrice is the one who summons the Chester sisters. And then they do a fucking badass kill. And that's the first time I meet him and you fall in love. JK. No, but really, the first time I saw him, it was cool. Then I want to say third or fourth time you see him, they just... The only time you're ever going to see the Chester sisters, or the Pendragon's Memorial Troops, is when they're murdering someone. And then when they murder him, it's not just like a knife to... Well, they do murder someone with a knife to the throat once. But, they end up firing this golden bow, that one right there. But both sisters, 45 and 410, just like this Judge Shotgun, or Judge Revolver, fires 4.5 and 410. But, yeah, they end up just killing everyone, and their arrows never miss, basically. Fucking auto-aim hackers. So this is already past 20 minutes. This is gonna be a 20-minute plus gameplay. And I tried making a first impression video yesterday, but it didn't work out. Because the game just didn't like me, and it's like, whatever, screw yourself. Like, the game worked fine, but, my audio, like me talking, didn't work. It was way too low, so I'm like, oh, fuck. Let's see how this turns out. Then story happens. Once again, don't speak Japanese. Don't have a translator. And the translation isn't working for me, so it's like, fuck. I kind of want to see what happens here. And also, here are the Seven Sisters of Purgatory. Sorry. Gluttony right here. She ends up being a character at her. Lucifer, Pride. I don't know the rest of their names. I know the green one's Leviathan of Envy. So yeah, pretty cool. Then the credits just show your two characters and the credits come by. I'm skipping it because, you know, I don't speak Japanese, so there's no point in me seeing this. Like, shout out to all these people. If you know what it says, shout out to them. They made a great game. 7th expansion. Great game. And I assume it says thanks for watching, I don't know. Or thanks for playing, my bad. Yeah, then we just end game going back to the theme. So, peace guys, thanks for watching. I'm gonna record some Skullgirls, 23-minute gameplay just to give you like a, you know, a rundown. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Thanks for watching. Have an amazing day, and hopefully I can beat Saints Row today. So bye.